Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm actually here with something of a pretty interesting update, so I'm going to keep everything relatively short. We are almost halfway through the month of January already, and personally, I think already, like that, we'll be at the end of December again. But before we get there, we have still got a lot of this year to get through, and I wanted to give the opportunity to explain a few things. Now, you may have heard that for those who are frequent users of YouTube Shorts, there's going to be an important change to where you can actually monetize your YouTube Shorts from here on in. I think it's mostly in order to keep track with TikTok's competition. Not to mention there are several states like, I think it's like Missouri and Wisconsin are actually banning TikTok right now, because of something under about like Chinese surveillance, I think, is what they're going for. But what I've come here to share with all of you guys is that how exactly I'm going to utilize YouTube Shorts. Because at the end of each month, what I wanted to do was to give each and every one of you a personal analytics lesson. I wanted to showcase to all of you guys exactly what I look out for when I go through the analytics on my channel. Because ever since I got back on the platform just under 2 weeks ago, I have been paying attention to the analytics. I've been paying attention to the statistics, the numbers, everything I need to get that extra reach. I have been laser focused on this sort of stuff. Not because I think it's important in the long run, but because I think it's fascinating that at one point I was getting over 50,000 views a month, and throughout the last 2 years, I don't think I got any more than about 3,000 or even 2,500 a month. So I do this almost out of just complete curiosity and fascination to see, can I actually make this work, and will the numbers actually correlate into something a bit more long term. I mean, in the meantime, I have a merch store, I have Patreon, I have all sorts of videos coming up in the next couple of days. Because what you might not know, ladies and gentlemen, is that even though I upload 3 videos a day, in reality, there's at least 6 or sometimes even 9 videos ahead, which are all set to premiere come like the following day and stuff like that. In fact, what I might possibly do from here on in is that as soon as one video that has been premiered has finished, I will set the next one up to go on to premiere, and it will follow in that sort of cycle. The general pattern of events is that I upload one new video every 8 hours, so there's a cycle and everything leads into the next day. I'll have more of the opportunity to go over this when we actually get to that analytics video I'm going to make at the end of the month. But the consensus, or rather the ideology, is very, very clear. Well, as far as I'm concerned, it's very clear. I have got to make so many videos so far in advance that not only will it mean that I can literally like just let this play and then tinker around with like thumbnails, the titles, the tags, sharing it, asking for help, DMing like not so much influencers but actual musicians and stuff like that to know whether or not they will want me to check out their stuff. And another thing equating to like the YouTube Shorts and all that is that I am going, like I said, run about like the beginning of the year. I have devised like a schedule in which Monday I follow 1,000 Twitter users. On Tuesday, I follow 1,000 TikTok users, Instagram, YouTube, Tumblr, and whatever else is out there. And the reason why I want to do that, ladies and gentlemen, is to showcase to you guys sort of a little bit more as to who I am. Sort of like the personality behind the camera, behind the shades, behind the jacket, behind my really nice wool title. I wanted to take the opportunity to showcase to each and every one of you that we should all be in this together, and there is great opportunity and potential for everybody on this platform to succeed. And I think there's going to be a lot of people who's going to take a lot of advantages in this sort of field, And it is going to be fascinating to see the sort of things that people come out with, and I'll be looking forward to hearing back from each and every one of you. In fact, if things weren't good already, I actually weighed myself before we came out tonight. I went from 220 pounds at the beginning of this year, which is pretty much 16 stone or 101 kilos. I have now lost, ladies and gentlemen, in less than 2 weeks, 10 pounds now. So now we're down to 15.2. And you know what that means, ladies and gentlemen? We could be down to 14.5 by the end of this month. Maybe even more than that. But I don't want to let any of you guys worry, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not doing anything, radical or anything like that. It's just a simple change in diet is what's resulted in all this. It's literally as simple as that. And just to leave you guys with a little bit of something else. Always remember, ladies and gentlemen, do not be intimidated when people say there is only so much you can do. Never feel that your lack of experience, or perhaps even your lack of motivation or lack of anything, should ever give you the authority to not try. And again, if there's one thing I want you guys to take away from this experience of mine, is that despite things maybe not working out sometimes, it never stopped me from trying. And I think everybody, that's a message that people should really take into their own. And you'll come to see, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, and finally, just before we go, remember, the contest is still on. The first person to tip the subscriber scale for this channel to 10,000 wins a cool 100. So, happy hunting, ladies and gentlemen, and I'll see all of you guys again next time. Thank you, and good night.